Hey O2 Stylish, how are you doing today on this Friday? All right. Hey Vib Block, how are you? So I have questions on if you want to ask me questions. I am packing orders. What are you guys doing today? I just was back to back waxing. We're in the fro. Hey. How are things going on your guys' end? What's your Friday looking like? So I have 2 things packed. I have to do 3. Hey Tiffany, how are you? How's your Friday going? What's going on? Anything exciting you guys are doing for the weekend or have planned? I was just waxing, and then I have to run some errands, ship out products, and then come back here. So what are you doing? What is going on over there? And then I'll probably have lunch. We had sausage and peppers for dinner. Hey Miss Tosh, how are you? How are you? So I'll probably have what we have for dinner for lunch today. And then I had Brazilians this morning, and then I have full body, and then I have a facial with a collagen eye mask treatment. So that is what my schedule looks like for today. In between this time, I will pack orders and eat, and then just be here. I haven't been here that much this week, so I'm just being here, having a presence. A lot changes in a week at Phoenix Suite. Like, it's so Christmas out. Like, we have Christmas music, people put Christmas stuff all around, so that's what is going on over here. But yeah, what is going on? If you guys have any questions or want to talk to me, I am just doing this, getting on here while I pack orders. So I wrote the addresses of the people who purchased them on these 2. I'm not going to flip it over. So then I thought I had 4, but it looks like I have no. Okay. So I have the next one to do. And these are actually going out today. So if you have any questions, I have my eye on the question thing. This is pretty much what I do. All right. So I just look at my email on orders. And I think for 2020, I am going to, hey Allie Brown, how are you? 2020, I am going to have nicer these. I want to do, like, Amazon has some cute ones that I want to start doing. So I was talking about it yesterday, how I want it all to go together. How's your Friday going, Allie? I am just currently packing orders. So you're doing good. I am doing great. I had an early morning, because I usually, open at 10, but we had a special occasion, special something today with somebody in the suite who wanted to get waxed, so I came in at 9:30. And then there's like a bunch of random stuff that needs to be done today. So I'm doing good. I'm happy. I woke up in a good mood. I've been trying to do like a morning routine with everything. I wanted to journal more in the morning, and I have been off my game with journaling, so I plan to get back at that. But other than that, everything is going good. So I'm sending this to Virginia. And then, yeah, that's pretty much. I don't know what else. I thought about talking about the difference between, if you have questions, by the way, about skin, business, anything, drop them below. I was thinking about talking about sugaring and waxing, because I had somebody ask a lot of questions yesterday, but I had some good news that I did want to share. It was like something like, I guess it's like a God thing, or if you believe in you don't believe in God, but you believe in the universe, or like, you know, something that happened. So, and I was debating whether to share this. Obviously, I'm protecting client confidentiality, but personally share it. So I have always had on my heart to live in Spain, and actually I have shared this before, because someone on here talked about going to Spain, and I was like, oh, I want to live there. I've never been there, but in my heart, I've just wanted to live there. And so I don't know when I'll live there. I don't know when it will all happen. But yesterday, someone came in, they found me. They came in for a wax, and they were like, oh, I was like, how do you hear about me? Because I always try to find out where people find out about me, because it helps me know like where my advertising is going, like if is it doing a good job. And so she was like, I was in Barcelona, Spain, and 2 girls were raving about your work. I don't know their names, but they were on vacation there too, and we were just talking about you and how you're a great waxer. And I got your information, and I'm here. And I was like, that really is like some confirmation for, hey Dreamer 19, your name goes with what we're talking about, because I have the dream to be in Spain. And, oh, the light just went out over there. But for real, like, that was confirmation. So I told her, I was like, this is confirmation that, you know, the confirmation I needed, that I think God was giving me, of like, I'll be in Spain. I've had other confirmations too, but that is one. So I'm not really worried about it, like when it'll happen, how it'll happen. I just know that at some point in my life, I will work there, or I will live there. So I thought that was cool. That you never know what rooms you're being talked about in, what people are saying about you. You could be in some great places and not even know it. So that was my little story time. Okay, so I did this part. I have one more to do. But do any of you guys get like confirmations? Whoever's on, get confirmations of like things that they know they're supposed to do, and you get little signs. I've also had another sign of that when I do want to be able to travel, and I was like, I want to see how this would work. And someone came in and they had lived their life, took in like 3 to 4 months out of their life. I think it was 3 or 4 months, and they had traveled with kids, with careers and stuff, and did fine. So, you know, I get little signs coming around. Do you guys get, or do you guys even pay attention to the signs that you get? Because they're definitely out there. Okay. So, I'm doing my last one. Hey, princess. Oh, spelled their name wrong. We'll fix it. so no one gets any signs from like God or the universe of like things they know that are about to happen in their life. That's kind of really always happened to me. Like, I wanted to start my own salon and things, people will come into my life that would help me get to where I wanted. So I'm aware. And when I'm in a better place, when I'm in a good place, those things come up more. I think I'll save the topic of waxing and sugaring for another time. And Oaks CA 91423. Okay. So now that that is done, I'm about to write personalized cards. So if you purchase pads from me, I handwrite the cards that go inside. So, I have a pen. Let me get my pen. So, actually, let me get a clipboard too. Hey Charmaine. Hey Steam Lounge and Spa. How are you doing? You missed my story. I can tell it again. Of like confirmation that you know your life's gonna go a certain way. Alright. So I'm fulfilling orders. And I'm writing the customized thank yous. Hey Bridget's Beauty, how are you? I am packing orders. So I was telling like a little story earlier. Now I'm just packing. But if you have any questions, you can drop them below. This is what I do. How are you doing? How's your Friday going? A part of... Usually I just thank people for the for purchasing the product. And then say, I hope you love the pads. Something along those lines. I say, remember to wear SPF 30. when using them on your face. So the reason why you want to wear SPF is because when you exfoliate, you're getting that new skin, and you don't want the sun to ruin that new baby soft skin. Good, my body's going okay. How about yours? It is going good. Thanks for asking. I was back to back today with Brazilians. It's been a good day. I was gonna wear lashes, but I glued. I don't know if this ever happened to anyone, where I glued my actual eyelashes to my skin. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna wear lashes today. So that was kind of like a mishap, but worked. Going to do these pads, and then going to go eat that leftovers that I posted last night. That's what my husband made, and so I'm gonna eat the leftovers for lunch, sausage and peppers, and then come back and do a full body wax and a facial. So it's a very full day today. Busy, have a lot of things going on, which is good. And I talked about how for those of you who are just joining, I talked about how a sign that I will eventually live in Spain came about. If you guys want me to retell the story, I can. SPF 30 when using them on face. So when you first started selling your pads, how did you go about shipping? I'm currently building my website and I sell body scrubs, but delivery is becoming hectic. Hey, Lissa, how are you? When you first started selling pads, did you go? So I just ship them regularly, but I have had some problems. I'll talk about that. Do you mean by delivery being hectic, like having a system to organize it? Because I can go into the system that I use. Hey, how are things going? I miss you too. Are you in Chicago? How is Chicago? Can you explain, is it the delivery? That's what, like the system of the delivery, or the products inside the little things? Because I have both. I've had both struggles. Yeah, Alyssa, how is everything? It's good to see you on here. Okay. So let me know if you can clarify, Bridget's your question. I'll answer it. Keeping everything organized without the website is hard. Oh, yes, it is hard. So when I first started, you're right. Because I don't know if you're using PayPal, but when I first started, I didn't have it set up on my website. I had the website, but I didn't know how to set it up. And so PayPal was, PayPal. And it comes through. So what I did was I have a journal, and sometimes I still do this with certain things, like I'll sell and it won't be on my website, and you'll just have to go through PayPal. I had a list, so I would be like, okay, this came in, this came in, this came in, this came in. And it's very basic. It's just a list, and sometimes the date of it, I would put who they were, their address, and the date. Sometimes I put the date, sometimes I didn't. I would put the date if I was behind on waiting for products to come in, because a lot of times I was pre-selling. So I was waiting for stuff to come in, or things had already sold out, and so that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so put them, address, and then I would just check it off, like basic, checking it off. That way I'm not worried about like, oh, did I get this? Did I get that? It helps a lot doing it that way. Even when I did get my website, I would still do that because I didn't want to go and look at the website all the time. Now, I've had multiple systems because every time you grow, you change your systems. But now that I have the website, it'll come through like, oh, someone purchased this. And then I either tag it or my assistant for my email will tag it, needs to be shipped. And it stays in my inbox. So that way I know it needs to be shipped. And then once I ship it, I'll put needs to be, tracking number needs to be entered. So there. So I would say if you don't have the website, then just write it out with the address and then highlight it or mark it off as you ship them until you get everything organized with the website. Just going back to basics. There was times when I had like, I was having sales where it was crazy amount, especially last year around this time because I was doing a lot of ads. And my husband was helping me pack them, and that was probably the most hectic it was. And to make sure that we wouldn't get behind, like, I did it every day, like make sure, okay, I have this amount, and when an order came in, I would just add to the list for that day. So like at the end of the day, you could be like, okay, these 3 orders, I'm gonna add to the list, add to the list. And you just work your way. Like if someone ordered a fruit enzyme pad and in the acne and ingrowns, and I was waiting for the acne and ingrowns, I would put notes like, oh, waiting for acne and ingrown, but I would set the fruit enzyme pads aside because they were first to order them. So if somebody else ordered the fruit enzymes, I would wait to do that. And then me and my husband would sit down and we would just knock out a bunch of orders. So he would help me with writing, or he would help me packing them. I'd say, okay, this is for this person. And I would give him a list, or give him the list, or sometimes I took a picture of it, or I gave him his own list. And I'd be like, these are the ones I need, these are the envelopes I need you to address. And this is what's in them. So he would fill that out. I would write the cards, and then they would go in. So definitely the list thing helped, and then getting someone to help you is best. Like I'm thankful whenever I ask my husband to help me with something, he does. And then shipping them out, and then the shipping is a little tough. Hey, Margarita. The shipping's a little tough of the tracking, because when you ship it off, it doesn't give you who it is. It just gives you where they live. So if I had multiple people that ordered from Phoenix, Arizona, it would be kind of hard, because I was like, who was it? I was able to figure it out, but that's the only difficult part that I haven't figured out. Like if I got 20 orders today from Las Vegas, specifically Las Vegas, the same city, that would be hard with tracking, because I still got to figure out how to differentiate that word, whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. If the zip codes aren't different. So I know that's a long answer, but I hope that is helpful, if that helps you. Excited we're doing well, glad to hear. How was your Thanksgiving? It was fabulous. We ate a lot of carbs. It was really good. It was good. We ate a lot of carbs, and yeah, I worked Thanksgiving Day, and I also worked Black Friday. Oh, you got a puppy. Ugh, I'm just kidding. For those of you who don't know, because I'm going to save this live, I'm not a dog person, but that's cool, you got a puppy. My husband wants to get a dog. He wants to get a husky and a golden mountain dog and stuff like that. They actually have dogs now that, well, they've had them for a while, that check your blood sugar and stuff. But congratulations on the puppy. Yeah, it was. I've been selling mostly locally, but I'm concerned with shipping prices and keeping track of everything. Yeah, the price of everything. So I do a basic $4.99 for shipping, unless it's through PCA or SkinScript. I do $5, which technically I should do $7 because that's how much they charge me, but I don't do that. So I am losing on that front, but it's not that much, and I'll take the loss on that. Maybe I'll change it, maybe I won't, I don't know. Things can always change. But if you start getting out of the country, because I have shipped to the UK, Canada, AE, that stuff's expensive. It can be up to $10, $12 for shipping. I think it's even more than that, honestly. I remember when she first told me, I was like, ugh. And the only reason I was like, whatever about it is because I wanted to be able to say that I had shipped out to those countries. So, if you're worried about shipping out of the country or that kind of thing, then I would just let people know, like, hey, I may have to charge you more for shipping. Is that okay? I may charge you. I would just do a flat rate, honestly. Like now on my website, for the countries that I have sent to, I figured out how much it's gonna ship, and I put it in there. But if it's a new country, I kind of just want to get out there, so I'll eat the cost. I've had 2 more minutes. Good to hear and see you. I hope we see you soon. Yes, it is good to talk to you. Good to see you. Hope all is well. If I don't see you before, Christmas, Merry Christmas. But yeah, I hope that's helpful with the tracking. But if you're doing locally, even if it's hey, 11/11, make a wish. Well, it may not be 11/11 where you are, but I've been seeing it a lot, so gotta take advantage of it. All right, doing my next one. But yeah, I hope that's helpful with shipping. If you're doing it like locally, like or states, it's not really that big of a difference. It also depends on how heavy your product is. My product is, I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it is kind of heavy. The highest with one, it's about $5, and then with 2, it's about 7 or 8. I don't charge by weight. So if you bought 3 exfoliating pads and I ship it, and shipping is $8, $9, I'm only charging you shipping for the $5. I eat the cost. It's worth it to me. You purchase 2 products. I could do it by weight, but I don't, because even if it's a small amount, I just gave away my last Yoni oil. But say it's like this light thing or like a bunch of these, I'm still charging the $5. So it's just a flat rate. I find that it's just easier to do. Good question. I know that is probably a question that people want to know. Okay, so let me check this one. So again, I write my write personalized cards, which I get a lot of compliments about writing personalized, and I don't want to stop it, but when I am doing a lot of orders, it does take a lot, and I had help, but I don't know if eventually I'll get printed out notes, because I did do that at one point. I did printed out notes with another discount, and that didn't really go well for me. So it's all trial and error. Mine are probably pretty heavy because I make them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, because you're doing body scrubs. So yours are heavy. So you may want to do by weight, honestly. So then you would have to either get one of those like weights that shows you how much, like, well, you could probably just figure it out if you don't want to get the weight. How much one body scrub is, how much two, how much three is. Write that down and then go to the post office and see how much it'll be, and then charge them since you don't have a website. So you'd be like, okay, if you order 2 body scrubs, it's going to be this much. If you order 1, this is the shipping. Yeah, because with that, your shipping could get high. Then you may even want to, like, sometimes when I've shipped stuff, the lady at the post office, she's really nice, Margaret, she was telling me, like, okay, it's going to be better for you to do priority mail to ship it. So then we'll get a whole box of priority and it'll be cheaper, because I have sent off, when I did an event where I sent off a bunch of these, and it cost me a lot of money in shipping, but it was for marketing. And she was like, it's gonna actually be cheaper for you to just get a priority box, and so we did that. So I hope that's helpful. So again, I'm saying thank you. And there's one thing I could probably help with it if you are just doing body products. I haven't seen your page if you do services, but if you ever want to do like how to get your products on, like, in features and things, I'm actually getting better at that, just featuring my products on websites and stuff. And you can do a pick on my brain call and we can work on that. But I know how to do it. I just focus more on my services. Now I'm focusing on my products with getting different features on different people's websites, because hey, welcome to the room. I am Marie. How are you? So what I mean features is, since you are starting your website, this is kind of a little further ahead, but I'll talk about it because my husband's a writer and he taught me a lot about this, is that you want a lot of backlinks to your website. So backlinks are, like, in case those who don't know or those who are catching the replay, it's when somebody puts on their website your website. So it builds your website up to show more. And then you get their audience, obviously. So the more you have, you know, the more you get seen, and it's marketing and all that good stuff. So getting features on other people's blogs and, you know, blogs are a good one. There's a lot of holiday gifts you can get into. So I know how to do all that, the steps and all that. And I'm actually going to do more of that this holiday season. That's what I plan on really working on. And I'm doing a few, like some of these are that. But if that is something that I can always work, I do pick my brain calls with professionals and those kind of things, and we can always set that up, and I help you get to the information and where to go to find that information, and then also how to apply for those features. So if you saw, I was featured in LegalZoom as someone who was talking about how the recession's coming and how to save money in your business when you're preparing for a recession. They put my tip in there, but it also put my link to my website. So when they get traffic, you'll go to my website, and it also builds up my website's credibility. So, hey, Jazz the Great, how are you doing today? Good to see you again. So if that makes sense, that's what I can show you as well. I know it's a lot. Okay. But yeah, good question. Any other questions? Okay. All right, so I'm saying thank you. Ugh, I messed up. Trash. It happens. It takes me so much longer to do these when I'm on live, but I think it's helpful. Let me know if this is helpful. Kind of just see what people actually do. And I can do Q&A, which is good. Okay. So, hey. Say thank you. Thank you for your order. I don't know why. I feel like I'm having a stroke right now. Why I can't spell. Any other questions? I literally forgot how to spell choosing. Okay. Hey, AGL, how do I say that? I definitely will be doing it. It does, thank you, and it is a lot. I know it is a lot. Got my business cards. Literally, it's step by step, honestly. And I'd love to hear from you. Talk on the phone or on video chat. But I've learned to be like, the internet and Instagram has made it feel like everybody is doing so much more, like, and it makes me feel behind. And then I kind of took a step back and like, I have a lot that I need to get done, but I need to enjoy it. Like, once I stop enjoying it, then it just doesn't become fun. So if you have a lot to do, just you may just want to tackle 1 or 2 things a day, or 1 thing a week. Because at first I was tackling tons of things in weeks, and I am thankful for that because I did grow fast. But there was a point where I stopped enjoying it, and like I was like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I want to enjoy it. I'm gonna share one day my business card story, because that is a joke, honestly. That is a joke. Both times getting my business card, like, it is so laughable. Like, I've been thinking about, I need to do a live about it. I will not today because it's a long story. But I've had 2 times where my business cards have fallen through. And there's a reason why I just get them done at Staples now. I mean, it's so laughable, like, it's ridiculous. It was like a running joke in my household, like, oh, you have business cards yet? You have business cards? But yeah, good for you for getting things done, and, you know, even just having a business and shipping out things. That is good. And body scrubs too, like, that's a good thing to specialize in. I've been taking things slow because I get overwhelmed easy, but I think I'm at a good pace for me. For hair removal, because exactly. That is, I'm glad you said that. Because I really enjoy hair removal. I was talking to a client yesterday. I was like, I love helping people feel sexy, and I've done a lot, like these pads and the ebooks and pick my brain calls and all the stuff that I do. And for a while, like, you have to build that stuff. Like, it took me a while to, all the ebooks I had to write those, and it's fun, but not as fun as taking clients for me. And so when I was having to, I have to write this ebook, then I have to email this to, I just had to do a lot of stuff that wasn't really in what I love to do. So if I can do like this for 90% of the time and do the other stuff 10, for me it helps. It definitely helps. So I'm glad you're another hair removal person who really loves hair removal, because it is fun. It's satisfying. It's quick results. Like, you can see it right away. Not saying with facials you can't see it right away, but with hair removal it's really apparent. And then I have a personal story to it. So hey, Kiss for Kea, welcome to the room. How are you? Okay, I hope you love the pads. I want to say this one I want to do a little more personal, just because I've had a conversation with this person. I'm just gonna say I think you're gonna love. I think they will be a good addition to your skin routine, since you already wax. And this is because I knew that she was a waxer, or she's not a waxer, but she gets waxed. Thanks again, Becca. And I didn't put my card in these, but I'm gonna put my card. I do have other cards that my mom makes. So my mom is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and ideally I would love to get her eventually to, it's something that I would have to another thing to take time out. So my mom does a lot of my shirts that have 3B waxing on them, and she does the cards that I used to do. I can show you. I don't have a lot of them. I kind of switch off and on with them. Maybe I'm out. She did these really cute 3B waxing cards. Let's see. I think I'm out. That's probably why I'm not using them. I may have some in my house. But she did these cards, and ideally I would like her to, you know, because she already has her business, but I would like her to do more, like, you know, put her on more of doing people's thank you cards. She's done a few people's shirts that are estheticians and stuff, but I definitely want to work with her on that, because that'd be cool, because I already show other people how to, like, you know, market on Instagram and do stuff like that. I hope I'm on. It's just I gotta take the time out to do this. This one's going in. Try not to show the name of the person. Said, I've always wanted to own my own skincare line, so I thought the body scrub was a good start. It was a complete accident, actually. I made one for a project and everyone. See, that is good. You must have the really good skill too to make those, because I mean, I've made some, but I've always had the anxiety of it being so slippery with the oil. So you probably have the touch for it of making it where it's a good, you know, consistency and stuff, because you've probably had the ones that are just so oily that you almost slip and die in the shower. So you probably have a, you know the secret ingredient. And yeah, you're right, starting with body scrubs is a good way to start, and then it gets you used to shipping and client care and labeling. It's a really good start. Okay. And it's funny how things happen by accident. Hey, Zaya. Welcome to the room, Zaya. Welcome to the room, brows, tips, and toes. That's cute. Brows, tips, and toes. What's it called? Let's see here. Yeah, it's funny how things that will be a complete accident and actually work out. That's why everything's trial and error. And there was a time where I kind of stopped going live because I was getting so many I was getting so many people, and then I felt like I didn't want to make any mistakes, you know, on camera, or like, because a lot of things are trial and error, and I was like, you know, I don't want to be judged for things that don't work out and stuff like that. And I feel like no matter what, you're always going to be trying and doing things, and like it does help other people. Hey, Skin Culture Hair. Hey, Zaya, she said, which one works better, waxing or sugaring? And it's funny you bring that up, because I was just talking about how I should do a live on it, which I'll do a full one, but I'm going to answer your question, because this came up last night when I was waxing someone who was switching to sugaring, and I was telling her that most people who come to me after they've been sugaring, they stay with me because I use hard wax. So the first thing is, you want to choose hard wax. I personally am biased towards hard wax, but that's because of the benefits. She said so herself last night. I probably should have recorded her or asked afterwards that she could leave a testimony, that it didn't even hurt as bad. And I've learned about sugaring in school, but the thing that I've noticed that people care about with the differences is that sugaring drags the hair, so it hurts a little more. Obviously, if you find a really good sugarist, you will, hey, Dewy Melanin, if you find a really good sugarist, then you will probably do okay. But a lot of people tell me that the dragging from sugaring they don't like. A lot of people choose sugaring because it's more natural. So it's honey, sugar, and lemon. At the same time though, it's not warm, so it is like a ball of honey basically rubbing on your skin. This young lady and a few people I've talked to have felt that sugaring does cause them more ingrowns. I personally think it's just how a person wax or sugars you. It's the technique. I'm gonna prefer hard wax, thanks for the hearts, because it protects the skin, it's gentle on the skin. I prefer hard over soft wax, even though I know how to wax with soft and I've done it before. Just because there's a lot less room for error when you do soft wax, or when you do hard wax. There's more room for error, by my personal opinion, with soft wax, because it does take the living cells, and so you can only go over it one time. If you ever get wax with soft wax, you only want to go, you only want them to go over it one time. With hard wax, you can go over it multiple times. That's what I use. So in my opinion, if you have ingrowns or you're prone to ingrowns, and you have a low pain tolerance, I would highly recommend hard waxing. If you are like, you know, I really just want anything organic, I don't care, I'm standing strong with my organic stance, do sugaring. The hard wax is biodegradable, so it's still good for the environment, it's not like hurting the environment. It's just not completely organic. Hope that helps. Funny story, I'm really good at sugaring because my body temp is low and I'm slow with application, but I also believe it is all the person. Yeah. Yeah, like I have a bias towards hard wax, and I've had, you know, clients who convert, because I was like, I told the girl, I was like, you're probably going to convert after this. I was like, and I'm really excited for it. But it really is true, like, yeah, you're welcome for the information. It really is, if the person is good too. Like soft wax, Brazilians, I'm not like huge on, but there are people who are really good at soft wax and like can kill it, and they're not gonna rip your skin off. And there's people who sugar who aren't gonna, you know, really hurt you. So the technique of the person is really does matter too. And to say how you find somebody who has that technique, you could go by years, you can go by, you know, so many things. But I think passion is one thing, because, and the reason I say passionate about it is because that person cares. Like, it's a painful service. Like, yes, it could be less painful, but it's a very painful service. If you feel like that person cares about you, you're gonna have a way better experience than somebody who doesn't care and who, you know, just is ripping. And like, I think finding somebody who really is passionate about what they do, that's when you find the best. Even if they're working on it, it's the best. So what brand of hard wax do you use? I use quite a few different brands. So I talk about all the brands I use in, I have a wax supply ebook that I have where I talk about the brands I use. But one that I'm using right now is a Serapil, but I do switch based off of the temperature, and I think it also depends on climate and stuff like that. But I talk about that a little bit in the waxy book and those specific brands. But one of them is Serapil. So is sugaring like soft wax? Because I was going to get sugaring done, but I am prone to ingrowns. I would say sugaring is like soft wax. I have a client, she's an esthetician, and she tells me that they will sometimes use the sugaring wax, the sugar that you really just have in a ball. to apply it. They'll heat it up a little bit and apply it, and then use a cloth. So the way you know that soft wax, if somebody's using soft wax or hard wax, is that soft wax uses a cloth to put on your skin, or something on top. Hard wax just goes directly on, hardens, saran wraps the hair, and pulls off. It's a little different because sugaring is like a ball, and that's one thing I personally didn't like about sugaring, is because the hair stays in the ball, and I don't really like that. I like throwing away the hair. But sugaring, you'll see it's like drag and then going, drag and then going. Soft wax, they'll take a thin amount of wax, put it on, and then put the strip on, rub it, and then go. If you're prone to ingrowns, I would definitely look into hard wax and getting good at exfoliating. So that's what I was telling the girl yesterday. Hey, Nightager. I was telling her, like, we were laughing because we were talking about ingrowns, and I was like, I used to have really bad ingrowns. I used to have cystic ingrowns and boils and stuff like that, and I was on antibiotics. Something that I lead with a lot, and waxing really did help me. Hard waxing specifically, and being consistent with it, and then also exfoliating. And I was telling the girl, I was like, I'm not trying to sell you on something, but I really think you'll benefit from my pads. And one thing you want to do if you're prone to ingrowns, it's funny that this happened. I said all this yesterday, and it's coming up in the live. Look at how this is all working, the flow. Is you want to have, like, sometimes people need chemical exfoliant. So that's why I created my pads, because some people need chemical exfoliant. You need something stronger. Because there's this oil she was letting me know that she was using, which, not dogging any oils or anything that works, because they had tea tree oil, and I was like, that's good. But sometimes you're going to need some chemical exfoliation. You're going to need your lactics, your salicylics, and your glycolics. So that is why I created my pads. Or if you want to do a gentle scrub, you can use. So I was just explaining that, you know, sometimes you just need something stronger. So I have 2 minutes remaining, or 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. Instagram is giving my okay, which I should finish these off because I gotta ship them out and I gotta eat, y'all. I gotta eat. So I hope this information and your questions were answered. Let me know if you guys like lives like this where I just sit and chat. Sometimes I have like we're gonna talk about this, and you know, but if you like these, I can do more of these. I may be on live tomorrow. I have a few clients in the morning. What does your exfoliants consist of? So they consist of those ingredients: lactic, glycolic, and salicylic. Because I'll say this real quick because it's about to cancel. Lactic exfoliates and hydrates the skin. Salicylic pulls out bacteria, and glycolic eats away at the top dead skin cells. So if you go to 3BWAXING.com or click the link in the bio, you can look at, I have my ingredients out there. I don't hide my ingredients. You can look at the ingredients and see what's in there. Yeah, you guys are all welcome. I'm so glad you guys came on. Thanks for being, on here. And I hope you have a blessed Friday. I just gotta go because it's counting me down. I hope you have a blessed Friday. And, I talked earlier about, things happening for a reason and stuff like that. And I hope good things are happening in your guys' life. So have a good one.